my intention is to leave the world a better place than when I walked in.
Fitness is 95% food and 5% exercise.
I used to go very regularly to the gym, and then I had a personal trainer. I would say, I'm doing all these things, but it's not really helping me reduce any weight. And he was like, what are you eating? And then when I told him my diet, he was like, there's no way you'll be able to lose weight. I feel wellness is when one completely connected with the core essence, and we can call it the higher power, living with like vibrancy. I like the word vibrancy. We are social beings. How we transfer energy with each other is very important. But then also, very important is our connection with the divine, our time for prayer and reflection and contemplation, spending time with nature. It's a holistic view of wellness.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Duncan here. I'm so excited to be sharing another one of my authors in the Superconscious series. In fact, this is from the Superconscious Wellness book. This is my friend Sri, and your chapter's amazing. I loved reading about the combination of what you've put together from your own history with, looking at data and looking at what you're doing in yoga, and the whole perspective that you share in your chapter was fantastic. And I'm so grateful for you and your contribution to the book. I'd love you to share a little bit about who you are and why you decided to be in this amazing book.
Definitely. First of all, yeah, thank you so much for the progress.
Yeah.
I've been a huge follower of yours. I
Yeah.
really like connected with super conscious recode work. So thanks for so much positivity you're bringing to us at this time when so many things are going wrong. So
Mm.
thank you for the opportunity. So I am originally from India. I came to the US for my grad studies in engineering. So I have a pretty technical background. On a professional front, I work with Fortune 500 companies, building data and analytics platforms, modern cloud data warehouses, analytics, augmenting business processes with analytics. So that's my day-to-day work. But I was also very interested in spirituality and healing practices. So I got certified in hypnosis, in Reiki, a lot of different modalities. I was just like hungry to learn some of these techniques. I have a background in yoga just because of my Indian background. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. Your chapter's amazing. And everyone listening, please do yourself a favor and go get a copy of our book, Superconscious Wellness. It's part of the series, and it's phenomenal. And I'm so grateful. I was loving to read your chapter, and one of the things that jumped out at me, you said, you fitness is 95% food and 5% exercise. And I thought that was really interesting. Could you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, so for a while I used to go to a gym, a local gym, and then I had put on a little bit of extra weight. After my son was born, I had to stay up late, and my
Yeah.
eating habit was like a little bit out of balance. And I used to go very regularly to the gym, and then I had a personal trainer. And I would say, I'm doing all these things, but it's not really helping me reduce any weight. And he was like, what are you eating? And then when I told him my diet, he was like, "There's no way you'll be able to lose weight." And then he was the one who told me like it's 95% of your wellness and your body and your physique is exercise, and is actually diet, and only 5% is exercise. So it stuck with me. Um, and yeah, it's stay, and I wanted to put it in the book.
Yeah, it's a very good statement. I'd never seen it written like that before. I really love it. And something's just occurred to me. that I remember reading recently because I'm from New Zealand, and so cricket's a big part of growing up in India
So
cricket.
so is India.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit. I was reading that these cricketing greats' children are all like half a foot taller than their fathers, like Sachin Tendulkar, and and their children are taller. And they reckon that the reason why they've grown is all nutrition, is that the fathers now can afford the better nutrition, and so their children are. And it just occurred, you're Indian cricket, and it just occurred to me about how much untapped potential we might be leaving out there just from poor nutrition. It's really important, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And especially in today's day and age, when there's so much processed food,
Right.
yeah, and it makes it very easier to just get something and microwave for 2 minutes instead of taking the time or spending like 2 hours preparing really wholesome food. I remember my mom used to take hours preparing the food from scratch,
Yeah.
and we don't have the patience anymore.
It's crazy. The effect that's called the Red Queen effect is it's from Alice in Wonderland, and Alice talks to the Red Queen and says, "You're running so fast, but you're getting nowhere." And so it got named that, this idea that we're not actually progressing. We think we're getting further ahead, but it's like, we're missing out on these basic things, that aren't allowing us to have. So we think, yeah, look how advanced our society is, but behind it, we're leaving this mess of sickness. So no, I see it. It's very important. So we've written this book about creating wellness, and you had a very interesting take on wellness. So I'd love to hear what wellness means to you and how your chapter reflects that.
Yeah, so when I think of wellness, I know it. We talk about food and rest,
Yeah.
and I think those are probably means to an end. I feel wellness is when one is like completely connected with the core essence, and we can call it the higher power, super consciousness. It's actually living with like vibrancy. I like the word vibrancy.
Hmm.
There's something about uh, that word, it's vibrancy, energy. It's that connection. There's like effortlessness, and then the practices of the right food, the movement, etc., kind of just help to peel out everything that keeps us away from that vibrant being we are. So
Hmm.
in my chapter, I talk about this a little bit more in detail. I talk about the practices and how we can come to that state of being.
Yeah, I really loved your chapter. I enjoyed it. I took lots of notes, and there's a story from memory, and there was a friend of yours who goes to the gym and eats well, but isn't actually well, because even though he's eating good, and he doesn't get any time with his family, hates his job. And there's a sense in your chapter that wellness isn't just body, it's also mind and spirit and family. And like I really got that from your chapters, that it's all of that. Is
Yeah,
that right? Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Because we are social beings.
Yep.
That's a very important part of our life, our well-being. So we spend a lot of time at work. If you have a professional career, you go to the office, you spend time with people. So we spend a lot of time with other human beings. and how we transfer energy with each other is very important. But then also, very important is our connection with the divine, our time for prayer and reflection and contemplation, spending time with nature. So it's a holistic view of wellness.
Yeah, I really loved it because it is so important, because I see the very one-dimensional health influences, and they have the abs and the beautiful body, but they don't have anything outside of that, and it's in my opinion, that's not wellness. That's actually out of the wrong orientation. So, look, I really agree. I really agree. So, what's the core message of your chapter? Like, if you were to say the core message of what I wanted to bring to a book about superconscious wellness, which is about, focusing on the end result, getting into your higher mind, letting go of who you've been. What's the core message of your chapter? Why is it important?
Yeah, and I might give you a little long-winded answer. I was
Great.
very inspired by the movie Eat, Pray, Love, and I think those are very good components. Eating, the right food, the right amount, the right timings, the right balance, very important. Pray, of course, because uh, it it's important to realize that there is a power that is bigger than all of us, which makes the stars move, the sunrise, all the beautiful things around us. I don't think we are capable of creating that. uh, and then so that's the pray element. And then love is, like I talked about, relationships, our close loved ones, but also our social circle. What I did was I added a few more elements. So one is movement. So I think movement is very important, be it exercise, be it just walking, yoga, any type of movement. Fun, creativity is important. We need to have time to play, just loosen ourselves. These are times like when I play sports, uh, I don't think about the past, I don't think about the future. I'm very much in the present. There is a camaraderie with the friends. So play, fun, creativity, hobbies, very important. And then finally, I would like to add serve, because I think we want to, at least my intention is to leave the world a better place than when I walked in. Because I think we have created a culture of consumption. We are just consuming, but I think we need to probably think about creating. Uh, so my message is eat, pray, love, move, dance, have fun, but also serve. And my chapter, a lot of points, I talk about all these different dimensions at different points in the chapter.
Wow. Eat, pray, love, move, fun, serve. It's good. I wonder if Elizabeth Gilbert will add another book to her amazing or movie to her amazing series. It's nice. I
Yeah.
really love that, and that seems to be the theme I'm getting from your chapter is wellness isn't one dimensional. It's not just food and nutrition. It's all of this, which is a really beautiful focus, and I agree. I agree. So if the listeners out there and you're listening to this, you're connecting with it, there's something inside of the person that's tuned into this session that they're after a new way to create wellness. There's obviously we've all heard the basics, eat good, healthy, nutritious food. We've all heard the basics. And yet still so many people aren't achieving wellness, which is quite confound. Like it's like, that's perplexing. So, do you, from your personal experience, what is a big challenge that you see most people are facing? Like, what's what's stopping everyone just stepping into wellness?
There's yeah, I've thought about this a lot, Chris. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of information. There's also a lot of misinformation. And so sometimes I think it's easy to get confused by a lot of different voices around us. Um, there is also, I think, in this fast-paced culture, I think there is a need to get things done faster, quicker. And sometimes I think we need to take a step back and realize that wellness and some of these core principles, uh, they they take their natural time. Like a tree takes years to grow.
Right.
Uh, a child takes 9 months to fully incubate in the stomach.
Right.
You cannot speed in that process. Uh, so I think one needs to have a patient view of this. Uh, Also, self compassion. I think we as human
Mm.
beings are going through a lot of suffering through wars,
Yeah.
through everything that's happening in the world. The last thing we want to do is also beat ourselves up for not maintaining a certain standard. So have the self compassion and then take baby steps, take one step at a time. Include small things. I get up in the morning and drink 2, 3 glasses of water. If I do nothing in that day, and if that's the only thing I have done, I'm happy because I've taken one positive step. So that would be my guidance.
Yeah, I love that. And so, listeners, I mean, it makes sense to me. Keep it simple, have patience, one step at a time. And if you've listened to this, you're obviously there's something in your being that needs to be following through in what we're up to, what Sri's up to. So there's links below to get your copy of our book. And we would love you to get the copy of that book and get my chapter, Sri's chapter, and all the other amazing chapters. It's one book in the Superconscious book series, and I think it's a really good decision. My friend, I'm so grateful to you. Listeners, I'm so grateful that you're here. And is there anything else you would love to add for the listeners out there? One final parting comment to leave them with today.
I would definitely recommend them to get the book and all your other books, Chris.
Oh,
You're Not
thank you.
Broken. It's a classic. Look at Superconscious Recode as a modality to clear resistances, clear your limiting beliefs, uh,
Yeah.
uh, and challenge yourself to be a better version of yourself. But again, be patient, take small steps, keep it simple, seek help. There are a lot of people who are there to help each other. So look for help, get inspiration through books. So that would be my uh, uh, final point.
I love that. I love all the points. It's amazing. So, listeners, you heard it here. Go get a copy of your book. Stay focused, stay super conscious, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Sri, thank you so much. Everyone else, have a great day. Go get a copy of your book. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.